Today we're going to be talking about solving inequalities with variables on both sides. So let's solve each inequality and graph the solutions. So you notice we have y on each side. We'd like to keep or get all variables on the left. That's so much easier for us. If you practice that rule, it will make your life much easier. So we want to subtract 4y from each side so we can move all the variables, the y's, to the left. So we have negative 3y is less than or equal to 18. Divide everything by negative 3. They cancel, and we have y. Now we've just divided by a negative, so we're going to have to switch the arrow. That's greater than negative 6. So if we make a little sketch of that, here's 0, negative 6. We have a closed dot on negative 6 with the arrow going to the right. Okay? So on this one, we want to get the m's all on the left. So subtract 2m from each side. The 2m's will cancel, and we end up with 2m minus 3 is less than 6. To get m alone, we add 3 to each side. So I have 2m is less than 9. Divide everything by 2. And m is less than 4.5. So here's our little graph here. Here's 0. Here's 5. Let's say here's 4.5. So we have an open dot on 4.5 with an arrow going to the left. Now this one. The home cleaning company charges $312 to power wash the siding of a house, plus $12 for each window. Power Clean charges $36 per window, and the price includes power washing the siding. How many windows must a house have to make the total cost from the home cleaning company less expensive than Power Clean? So, first thing I'm going to do, that should have been a question mark on the end. Here we go. Now, let's set up some information for the home cleaning company and then for Power Clean. It says that the home cleaning company charges $312 to power wash the siding of the house, so that's a flat fee, plus $12 for each window. So let's call W the number of windows. So $12 times the number of windows. So W equals number of windows. Power Clean just charges $36 per window. So 36 times the number of windows. And we want to know when the home cleaning company is less expensive than Power Clean. So we're going to put a less than symbol between them. Now we can solve. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to subtract 12W from each side here, since I only have a W on the right-hand side. So they cancel on the left, and I have 312 is less than 24W. Divide everything by 24. And we have that W is less, or I'm sorry, 13 is less than W. As I said before, get all the variables on the left side, so let's switch them around. W and 13's change places, and the direction of the arrow changes. So the home cleaning company is less expensive if you have more than 13 windows. All right, now let's move on. Solve each inequality and graph the solutions. Well, in this one, we have parentheses that we have to get rid of, so let's distribute. So we have 2 times k is 2k. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, which is greater than, oh, I just want to erase that. Notice right here that we have like terms, 6 minus 3. Let's combine those. So we have 3 plus 3k. So it looks like we've simplified everything, and now we can start solving. Move all the variables to the left. So we're going to subtract 3k from each side. We end up with negative 1k minus 6 is greater than 3. You want to add 6 to each side. So I have negative 1k is greater than 9. Divide everything by negative 1. Because I've just divided by a negative, the arrow changes directions. So I have k is less than negative 9. If I go to graph that, here is 0, here's negative 10, here's negative 9 right here, open dot with an arrow going to the left. Okay, let's move on. We have 0.9y is greater than or equal to 0.4y minus 0.5. Let's get all the y's on the left if we can. So we're going to subtract 0.4y from each side. And I end up with 0.5y is greater than or equal to, or 0.5y is greater than or equal to negative 0.5. Divide everything by 0.5. And I have y is greater than or equal to negative 1. And let's make our graph. We have a closed dot on negative 1 and an arrow going to the right. Excuse me. Let's solve each inequality here. We want to get all of the x's on the same side or on the left, so let's subtract 2x from each side. So the 2x's cancel, and lo and behold, they cancel on the right as well. So I have negative 7 is less than or equal to 5. Now, remember we had some situations like this with solving equations? If you get a true statement means that there are infinitely many solutions. And technically, those solutions are all real numbers. Those are the solutions. It doesn't matter what you put in for x, the inequality will work out. Now let's see what happens here. Let's distribute to get rid of the parentheses. So we have 6y minus 4 minus 4 is greater than or equal to, distribute again, 3 times 2y is 6y plus 21. Combine our terms, so we have 6y minus 8, those are the constants that we just combined, is greater than or equal to 6y plus 21. Maybe you can already see what's going to happen. We go to get all the variables on the left. The 6y's cancel on both sides, and we're left with negative 8 is greater than or equal to 21. And that is false. That is not the case at all. Negative 8 is not greater than or equal to 21. So since it does not make sense, we say there is no solution. So that is it for today. Thank you very much for joining me.